Hello, everybody. My name is Maria, and I'm the Product Marketing Manager for ScriptRunner for Jira Cloud. And today, I'm going to be taking you through a little overview of our recently launched Intelligent Editor. This editor, as you can see by the title, is now live for all Cloud ScriptRunner products. So that means on top of Jira Cloud, Confluence Cloud too. So if we could go into the next slide. Thank you. So our new Intelligent Editor that you might be familiar with if you use ScriptRunner for Jira Data Center provides you with an easier and a smoother coding experience. Since first of all, it helps you cut back on context switching. So before, you probably needed to have your documentation right in front of you when building your automations to determine which functions were available, what were their parameters, their data structure, etc. But now you get all that information within the editor itself with autocompletes for the Atlassian REST APIs and for Groovy. So you don't need any of that since you can prompt it to give you the right suggestions and functions whenever you need them. The Intelligent Editor also helps you reduce errors with functions such as changing all occurrences instead of doing this manually, and also first bracket completion. So all in all, I would say that this new editor for cloud provides uninterrupted automation building. It makes your life easier when writing code by being more responsive. For instance, when you're trying to find functions or variables, and is also interactive with you as you're scripting. If in case you don't remember something, it will always try to find it on the script. So right now I'm gonna try to share my screen to do a live demo of the editor and show you some of these things. These four features I want to demo are autocompletions, go to declarations, bracket completion, and change all occurrences that I mentioned before as well. So let's start with auto-completions, actually. So as I mentioned before, now you don't need to be constantly resourcing to documentation pages since there's no need to check which functions are available, parameters, data structure, etc., because everything lives within the editor. So for example, if we chose to type logger here, you'll see that you get all the functions are available for logger. Also, you can see all the parameters and which data type they are and all the options or the suggestions available that you can choose from. So let me revert back. So another example I wanted to show you is that on this line 13, we have a series of spaces that we actually want to get into a list. So if we were to type spaces, other than actually suggesting you the word spaces because it's found within the script, if you were to click on the dot, you will see all the options you have available, all the functions available for spaces, like adding them, etc. So before I move on to the next function, it's worth mentioning that the autocompletes are available for Groovy, Confluence, and Jira API in cloud, and also for custom ScriptRunner defined script variables. So moving on to our next feature, which is go to declarations. As you can see here, we have one long declaration in this script. So if we were to click on this arrow here and make it smaller, this long declaration is being called here at the bottom. So probably this is a feature that would be a lot more useful in a longer script with multiple declarations. But if I were to click here, right click and press go to declaration, it will direct me to the declaration where this is from. Into like regarding bracket completion, in the old editor, you needed to know every time how many brackets you had defined, and you had to make sure you wrote them, like you open them and close them each time. Fortunately, with our intelligent editor in cloud, that is all handled for you. So for instance, if I were to type, let's say if and open a bracket, the editor will automatically close it, which makes a big difference because this is just something less to worry about when writing your script, and it will obviously help you reduce errors as well while typing. And last but not least, we have change all occurrences. Probably you're familiar with this function, but if you press Control F, oops, I didn't do it in the right place, sorry. You'll see here that you can find any function in the script, and if you click on this arrow here, you can replace them for another one. So if, let's say I were to look for, and we have the logger info function and replace it with, let's say logger error, and click on this button here, this will just replace all instances where that is mentioned, as opposed to having to do that manually, which also saves you time while building your automations.